going to be announcing at a future date pretty soon. We're going to change because we do most of the work there and it's ours. We're going to be changing sort of the opposite of Biden, where he's closing everything up, essentially getting rid of 50 to 60 trillion dollars worth of assets. We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name. And it's appropriate. It's appropriate.
Gulf of America, but if you zoom out a little bit, it's still Gulf of Mexico. Google hasn't fully updated their code for this zoom. Oh, there it is, Gulf of America. So this zoom level, it's still Gulf of Mexico. And then it goes in and it's Gulf of America. Ooh, the last vestige of the old name.
This follows the president's executive order issuing a name change from the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
And we're flying right over it right now.
Yeah, Google Maps does this. They change the name based on whatever government calls the thing. And the Persian Gulf is the Arabian Gulf if you are in certain countries. The Sea of Japan is the East Sea if you're in certain countries. And then the borders look all weird. Like, look at the India-Pakistan borders, and you're going to see something very different if you're in India versus if you're in Pakistan. Mapping is political, and Trump's getting political with the maps, and Google is playing ball. It's all a mirage. Nothing is real. Okay, bye.
How you doing, man?
How do you feel about the Gulf of Mexico being changed to the Gulf of America?
So now I own property on the Gulf of America, which is special.
It's disgusting. I mean, please give respect to Mexico.
People in the U.S. were getting upset about it. People in Mexico were getting upset about it. But people that I thought loved it, everyone loved it, was in South America.
Humiliating to even make such a statement that you want to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
How do you feel about him signing all those executive orders today, over 100 in his first day in office?
Fabulous, and I hope he can triple that before the end of the day.
How do you feel about the Gulf of Mexico?
Alright. Shalom. I'm the brother Siad coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Mukakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam across this world, who are spreading his knowledge in truth and sincerity. And shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening, and may the election be upon your households. Kan shalom. So as you can see in the beginning, okay, Donald Trump, he changes the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And that is what these white people been doing throughout their whole life of ruling, man. The areas that they conquer or the areas that they become leaders over, they changing the names of those continents, of those places, rivers in this case, sea in this case. So, for example, Africa, right, which is named after a white man, Leo Scipius Africanus. Or America, which is actually named after a white man called Amerigo Vespucci. Okay, let me show you here. Leo Scipio Africanus. You see? This guy. And you have Amerigo Vespucci. In the Dutch, it says he was an ontdekkingsreiziger. So he was traveling to discover places, so-called. Okay, named America. The term America first took shape in 1507 when German cartographer Martin Waldseemüller drew a map of the newly recognized continent and labeled it Americas in Vespucci's honor. This map, often referred to as America's birth certificate, marked the usage of the name America. Anyway, America is named after the guy Amerigo Vespucci. But as you all know, who was living there in the beginning? Who was living there first? You name it. The Native Americans. Okay, they was living in the whole land of America. Okay, mainly the tribe of Gad, one of the tribe of Israel. You see, so all the United States that the so-called have right now were actually where all these Native Americans were living, which are also Israelites. So Trump, in the first place, doesn't even belong in this country. Second, he is now ruling you know, telling the Mexicans to get out of there. And meanwhile, the Mexicans, you know, the Native Americans are actually the rightful owners of of that land, you know. But now he changing the name of the river, which is called the Gulf of Mexico. Now you want to change it to the Gulf of America. And since this guy has been in office, a lot of things have changed, man. Also, a lot of, you know, a lot of orders, which I actually was like, hey, man, it's good that he did that, you know, like with the child support thing. But things like this, I'm like, you know, he shows his horns again. And I'm not saying that I'm on his, that I agree with him or something. He's just a devil, of course. And this thing, what he does right now, is just to show you again that these people are wicked, man. So this is Psalms 49, verse 11. The scripture speaks about the white people, the people conquering the land and calling it after their own names. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. So they really believe that they will be forever going on like this. Okay, the so-called white man. It says, and their dwelling places to all generations. What is a dwelling place? Somewhere you dwell, you live, you is your neighborhood, is your country, you know, where you just live, where you go by. They think that it's gonna be continuing for all generations, meaning no ending. They think that they are the shit, that nobody can touch them, that they are the untouchables or whatnot. They call their lands after their own names. Like I just named an example. America named after Amerigo Vespucci, it was a white man. Africa named after Leo Scipius Africanus, which was also a white man. Now Donald Trump is in office. He might not name it the Gulf of Trump, but still, you know, he named it the Gulf of America, which America comes from a white man, that name. You see? So it's still the same, the same, in the same fashion that he tries to make use of his power right now. You know, and that is what these devils be doing, man. They be changing history. They be, if you look at the word his story, okay, whose story is being told? The one that conquers, which in this case was the white men. They are ruling right now, so they're gonna tell you the history that they want to tell you. But anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video concerning this. You know, this is just what the devil does. And I hope it is edifying. With that, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam across this world, who are spreading his knowledge in truth and sincerity. And shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening, and may the elections be upon your households. Khan shalom.